semester. Defense and now it's going to get serious. Well, he has a better cast of teammates around him there than Michael has not first 4 years. So, and it's going to be fascinating because depending on where they do end up as you know, the play-in is just stacked with sort of older stars or
Phoenix, Mavericks, Gold State, Lakers.
Yeah, and the Kings are still hovering in there. So they're going to draw somebody real credible in round one, and then we'll start to see.
Yeah, you start to see.
Yeah.
But I understand. I mentioned Michael, but for some reason, Michael mentioned it. Maybe he's watching the show, or maybe, I don't know.
Michael's trying to be mellow and nice guy now. He's trying to be, like an ambassador to the league. I see some similarities. He's athletic.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected. Battery low. When your hotel room is your bedroom, and your living room, and your dining room, maybe you need more than a hotel room. Get an Airbnb and get more space.
What is that? It's not the Arsenio Hall. You said that. That's up here.
Tried your best.
Yeah. Drew said he wouldn't help me. He said, quote, "It's not my fault you broke your."
That's true. It'd be weirder if it was.
I'm facts over feelings.
Okay.
Y'all know that. In everything. First things first. Today, just for the record, New England also cares about football. Yeah, they don't have the number one pick. Well, he's a place that really cares about football.
Overjoyed. I'm just saying.
Wow. So
I'm not saying anything.
Can I just real quick before we do that, since we just got that sound?
Yeah.
I think he's trying. I'm just going to play pop psychologist for a moment. Trying to balance between the arrogance associated with assuming, I'm definitely going to Chicago, and with I want to be there, while also leaving open the possibility that maybe New England or somebody else makes such a great offer the Bears move back a spot and he's not pot committed, saying this is the only place. So maybe I'm being too generous there, but that's, I think, maybe one of the things that happened there. But go ahead, sorry. We had a question.
It's the hype around. I know we had a question.
Hello? What? What? Tries again. Can't hit it. Boy, that's got to be tough. Seconds left here in the first quarter. I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates. Seconds left in the first quarter of the game. With the drive. Happy to see that one go in. Very second leg and 5 attempts. Really very good in all areas. He's also got a few tricks up his sleeve. He's a crafty shot. Here's Hastings. He's going by goal. Sixers lead by 3. 5 from Philadelphia. You're watching 2K Sports. All set to bring you more action from Game 3. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think? Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to the bench when they needed to. When the bench is playing such a big role early, that certainly allows the starters to stay fresh throughout the game. And outside. Bring the screen on Jones. A shot. Basket is good. They'll get a chance for one more at the line. A superb rebound. That's the strength of the
I thought the guys was a consensus number 1. There was real discussion if Mariota was going to go 1. There was real discussion if Wentz was going to go 1. Stafford was a consensus 1. Sam Bradford, we can say, was disappointing for number 1 pick, was the best in his class. And plus, Tyson was the best in his class. Joe Burrow, I believe, I think for some people in Herbert's better. I disagree with him. And Trevor, the best in his class. The question I would have for you, Drew, is based on the same thing. It seems like you believe, now I'm trying to work and I'm feeling right, that no quarterbacks should really be hyped going into the draft because you think it's a
I think it should be too.
Okay.
And I think the hype is, and I'm not picking on you, but he's on the mountain, this season. And I think you weren't the only one hyping him up. People love taking fun of him. That's fine. I've heard some football criticism. He's not an on-time quarterback. The footwork is a bit shaky. Like, I just think it needs to be tempered because you've seen too many guys that were great in college. Trevor, the verdict's still out on Trevor. I mean, is he going to really be all that? I'm not saying he won't, but the verdict's still out.
But so, go ahead. The reason that I think that, I said the other day and yesterday that I think the Bears are going to win 10+. And that right now is a minority opinion. That, to me, speaks to the hype being too low. Because quarterbacks, when they come in, impact winning by at least 2 games, usually 3 or 4. Russell Wilson had a great rookie year. They went up +4 wins. Andrew Luck, they went up +9 wins. RG3, they went up +5 wins. CJ, they went up +7. Baker, Trevor did not. He fires the gunner. Tyler improved the Cardinals record by 2.5 wins to the left side. Baker by 7 wins. Like, the idea did not expect that. I guess my point is, the fact that the Bears are not expected to be fighting for the playoffs means Tyreek Hill is being underrated. Because they were a 7-win team a year ago that we all think added talent this offseason and is getting better and better. So
the question I would have for you is, and the reason why I think your best take is like the Bears didn't actually earn the number 1.
That's not even my take. That's just a fact.
But no one's saying
Carolina's.
Yes, like it really.
I think he would take Carolina to the playoffs.
But here's the question: I think it's harder to get from 7 to 10 than if you were Carolina to go from they have 1 win or 2 wins to go from 2 to 5.
Yeah, but so Russ took that team to the playoffs. Luck took them to the playoffs. RG3 took them to the playoffs. CJ Stroud took them to the playoffs. Baker took over a team that was 1-31 the previous 2 years, and they went 7-8-1. You know what I mean?
But it's easy to get. I think it's not that hard to get to 5 wins versus 6 wins.
Right.
But I think it's exactly hard to get from mediocre to good.
Which is why I just mentioned 4 quarterbacks in a row that took their teams to the playoffs as well. That took them from mediocre or awful to good. The Seahawks weren't awful and mediocre. Russ made them better. The Colts were obviously awful. Russ got them to 11 wins. The Washington was a 6-win team or a 5-win team. RG3 got them double digits. The Texans were terrible, and it was the coach and Will Anderson and it was a lot that came in that took them over the top. Yeah.
Joe Platt releases mock draft on FoxSports.com, which has 6 quarterbacks going in the first round. Caleb to the Bears, Drake to DC, Jaden Daniels to the Patriots, JJ to the Vikings, Spo to Denver, and then Penix to the Dolphins. This might be
Wow.
What do you think are realistic expectations?
And then something with Buck, and
That would be good.
If you're saying 3 quarterbacks are good plus, that would be a great plus. That would be a great plus.
Yeah. I'm just looking at, and I brought up the history earlier. Generally, there are about 5 or 6 great quarterbacks, like Hall of Fame caliber, in a decade. All right? And so maybe I'm arguing against what I just said. We already got several. Everybody can't be great. Like, every quarterback is not going to be great. Every team not going to have a great quarterback. We got obviously Mahomes, Lamar, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen are great. And then you got C.J. Stroud. Looks like he's on that path. Jalen, I think he was down, but possibly Jalen. Justin Herbert, Dak, Tua. Like, you can go on. Stafford, I didn't even, like, everything. How many great quarterbacks are there? No, I got Trevor McDowell, but he's Trevor. Yeah. Jordan Love. Like, so every team's not going to have a great quarterback. And it could be all of them don't pan out.
So I looked at it a little historically, but a little differently, which is what are the best classes? And so what do we know the high water mark is? So everyone points to 83, because 83 you had Elway. But to Drew's point, you also have Blackwood, Eason, and Ken O'Brien. And Ken O'Brien made a couple of Pro Bowls. Tony Eason made a couple. One of the two of them made a couple Pro Bowls. My apologies. But you have three amazing quarterbacks in it. The worry is probably that it's more like 99, much less 2021. 99 Cal Donovan, who's really good. Achilles Smith injuries, Dante Culpepper, injuries, now nothing. And then, so 04, it's either 83 or 04 is the best quarterback class. Is that Eli Rivers, Big Ben, with J.P. Lossman as the other first rounder. And then, sneaky one to keep your eye on is 2020. 2020. First round, Joe, Justin Herbert, Tua, Jordan Love. So that's like the most optimistic one. Where it's like, oh, you might have 4 long-term starters there. So what I think is most likely is, well, the most realistically optimistic lines is 2 awesome quarterbacks, 1 more long-term starter, and then 2 guys that don't have. That's the best case. The worst case is what we just saw in 2021, where 4 objectively fail, and there's another one in Trevor that
probably what's most realistic is 1 very good or great. That's probably, I think, maybe
Josh figured this out. This has been a big mystery, and then Josh just...
Oh, Josh did it?
Yeah, the conference room, he's like, by the way, I figured this out.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. He's probably have a press conference or something. So we just, I labeled this just as like experience makes a difference. 2021 first-round quarterback. Again, this is a little bit of COVID year with Trey Lance, obviously. Trevor is the only guy there with over 900 pass attempts. Now, maybe it's just like, yeah, starters in front of you. Obviously, Mac was behind Tua and Jalen at one point. Trey played out his whole senior year. Zach played 2 years. Justin transferred and played a little bit. Now, this class, in comparison, you've got 5 guys.
There's too much.
Over 1,000.
But it's too much.
Nick,
Stop!
I mean, 1,000 and pass attempts.
Too much.
Right.
But it's the experience, the guys. No.
the elder states. I don't need 2,000 pounds. 2,000 and it
does make you worry, to me at least, that whatever they're closer to a finished product than you would like.
It's like the same age as kids, so that you're younger than kids.
Right. That's why I wish that John Bates still. So this is why I actually look at this conversation as a Patriots conversation, a Vikings, Broncos, a Raiders conversation, because every team other than the Bears, and I'll say one. You got a handful of classes that have had 2 awesome quarterbacks. Yeah. You know, I mean, it's not that are hoping and right. That this actually is going to be in the argument for greatest quarterback class ever. Seems unlikely, or that one of the teams in front of them makes a mistake. They're at the mercy of it. If you're playing, if I am taking the 3rd, 4th, or 5th quarterback off the board, then you in the first round, not like it's, you know what I mean, not a flyer in the late round. Then the only way, there's only 2 ways that have to work out for you. Way 1, you happen to do that in what will go down as one of, if not the greatest quarterback class ever, or the team in front of 1 or 2 of the teams in front of you take the guys. You are not really in control of your destiny in that regard.
But when we look at the history, it's worked out a lot. Where a guy that was picked late, as I said earlier, becomes a great quarterback. And it may not, let's say Caleb doesn't pay now. It's not a mistake in Chicago. I mean, man, this guy came out of nowhere and so, but I'm not like a lot of people are throwing out, I'm not saying but Spencer, right? A lot of people are starting to say,
sure, and I'm taking throwing a dart, so to speak, on a mid-round pick. But even in your list, a lot of those guys who their draft number sounds late, they were one of the first 2 quarterbacks off the board. He was the second quarterback taken. Rodgers drafted 24th, you said. He was the second quarterback taken. So it's not just that guy slip. It's that teams that wanted a quarterback that had taken from it. That's what would make me
I'm nervous really for the Patriots if Marvin Harrison Jr. is on the board. He's obviously going to be great. Everybody's hit and miss. You rarely see someone's like, well,
a lot of people are not saying their neighbors is going to go ahead of it.
Contact farming.
I think it's what you're saying.
Sometimes, yeah. It's a little bit like going out to the team and absolutely starving. But it's like the Patriots are starving for a quarterback. Like this.
Philadelphia with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage.
We're taking him, whether or not Marvin Harrison is the guaranteed best player in the league.
If you get Harrison and you got nobody who's really getting the ball.
Well, I mean, the Niners made a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? They built an all-star team. And just believe they could play in the
well, Marvin Harrison by himself is not enough.
No, I understand.
And Brock Purdy is he's a great one.
So I think it would be categorically the wrong decision for the Patriots to stay at 3 and not take the quarterback. If they are not going to take a quarterback, I think it is mandatory that you take advantage of the fact that another team would, and you recoup surplus draft capital. You know what I mean? So I think you can make the argument that the Patriots should move back. I think you can make the argument, obviously, the Patriots should take a quarterback. I don't think you can make the argument that the Patriots should stand pat in a draft where people think quarterbacks might go 1, 2, 3, 4. And not take a quarterback.
Even in 65 days, you're going to be here.
Generational
Oh, the problem is, and I know it's not every year that's an overstatement because 2022, Malik Willis played, that wasn't a huge ticket. They didn't overstate those guys' favorites in the draft. But generally speaking, only here, I could all these quarterbacks.
See, so
and only 1 to 2 with
So I think we are talking a lot about them. I do feel like the conversation surrounding last year's was different than this conversation. As far as the very top, I don't think, even though I think Taylor.
You think Bryce got more hype than Taylor?
No. I didn't know. The other way. I do think Taylor.
That almost hurts your case because CJ is probably better than all these guys.
Right. Because I think last year, it was not a consensus opinion who was the best player. This year, everyone knows it's Taylor. Last year, there was real. I would take this guy before. I said, Anthony.
Oh, come the fuck on, bro. That's LeBron James. I'm in it.
That's foul number 2 for him. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside Holiday. Back to Iguodala.
It's really 60 something, bro. This is crazy. This is that ain't it, man. LeBron is such a goat. Look at hey, Brian James. That is saucy. Get the fuck out of here, man. Empty ass bullshit.
Live from Philadelphia.
I should not be going overtime.
And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Gate 6 reassurance. It's going to pick you up in 2 minutes.
It's not just a whiteboard. It's leggoooo ideas.
It's not just
It's not just a presentation. It's not just his. It's his.
Right now, it's time for a segment that you won't find in any periodic breakfast buffet here. Last night, when talking to professional gamblers at Diamond Rings, so both statistician, a former Rebels, and oil and earn a midnight oil to deliver the best segment in all of basketball television. It's an honor and privilege to next years. See, this is why I can't have conversations. They make it if you just restore things, it's just like, oh, this is all to it. Yeah. It's like NFL tiers, we have a committee, but different than NFL tiers, we have different levels to being off the tiers, different levels of relegation. So let's show you who is off the tiers. Regular relegation, sub-relegation, and then contraction, meaning those two teams should cease to exist, at least for the rest of the year. In fact, I think they should play a best of...
Ain't no way you on the line, though.
Here's Holiday. Will it go?
That shit lame. He don't even make threes. That's how you know this shit is rigged, bro. Oh shit. Ugly ass, man. Ooh, bro. Showing up dumb shit.
At the end of the year, the winner of it gets the number 1 pick. The other team doesn't get a draft pick. I love that. Take that stake. They're missing their way. So, hey, the teamers Houston. All it took was them to get Şengün out of line. It's super strange. This is a respect to DeMar DeRozan, who's having a really solid season. And then there's Indy. Which is in a weird spot, if you ask me. 14 and 14 in the last 20 years.
Why do we keep trying to get these niggas life? These niggas are trash. You want them to win so bad for what?
Deserve more respect. Make it hard to see. These are going to be the teams at the end of the year. Shows like ours, people are going to be in the stands and what. Actually, if people teamed up with the Kings in round 1 versus potentially the winner of the play. So these two teams, particularly,
stop calling me, bro.
But the committee and the national media doesn't take them seriously as even second-round playoff contenders. Next, party crashers. In the Eastern Conference, everyone wants to see Boston, Milwaukee in the Eastern. It's fine. People are prepared to Miami or maybe 50 to spoil that team. Nobody is prepared for one of these 3 teams to. But they're 3, 4, 5 right now in the East. Orlando won't go away. New York's doing it despite the injuries. Cleveland's doing it despite Donovan, being in and out of the lineup, being injured. So they're trying to crash the round 2 and maybe even round 3 party. History matters. I know in sports commentary and politics it seems not to, but I promise it does. The Sixers and Clippers, they're going to be, if Embiid comes back, and already with the Clippers, I can see the twinkling side.
Well, my motherfucker. Definitely. Good. Yo, calm down, bro. You gotta stop calling my phone so much, bro. But he's still asleep, right? Okay. Dude, on my fucking phone.
When I say history matters, I mean the recent history of James Harden in the playoffs, of the Sixers with his whole playoffs, or the longer-term history of the last 40 years. These two franchises have played in 2 finals in the last 40 years. Their rivals, by the way, the Lakers and the Celtics, have played in 27. And so the idea that either one of these teams is going to go on a deep playoff run, history says they won't. Next, scared within their record. Listen, relax, hipster NBA fans. I get it. Why do you spend so much time talking about these? Luka, LeBron, Durant, Steph. That's why. The reason why these 4 play-in teams, that right now, at best, 2 will even actually make the real postseason, they get so much discussion, is because they have 4 of the 10 best players in the league. All of them, except for the Warriors, have an awesome second option to go along with those guys. And They, honest to God, just seem scarier in a playoff series than every team beneath them, despite the fact that literally at least half of them will not even make the actual postseason if the current bracket holds. Next, the committee can't quit. Listen, I get the skepticism. I understand there is not a lot of hard data from this season to point to. What I will tell you is this Miami Heat team is on pace for 44 wins, which is, yeah. When they made the finals in 2020, you know how many games they won? 44. When they made the finals last year, you know how many games they won? 44. This Heat team, maybe 44 is a special number for Syracuse football and for the Miami Heat. I don't know. But I know when you have playoff Jimmy, when you have Eric Spoelstra, the committee's going to believe in you. Trying to skip steps. And this is not a knock on them, it's just reality. Oklahoma City and Minnesota are both trying to skip what has been the traditional progression of all these young teams throughout NBA history, which is you finally have the great regular season and you get knocked out early in the playoffs, and the next year you're a real contender. Oklahoma City and Minnesota are saying, no, we're real contenders right now. We're going to compact the timeline here. They both have a superstar young North American player. I'm claiming Shea. Canada, you're an American player. Let's be honest here. He's not a European player. He's one of ours. Anthony Edwards, they have a kind of a smartly built team, 1 through 7 for both of them, and you just don't have the experience. King of the Hill, if this are NBA Finals, Adam Silver might as well hang the best player alive championship belt above the middle of the court. Because I understand everyone says it's Jokic, and it's not just for every time the best player and the champion. But if it's two guys that both have 2 MVPs, both have 1 finals,